I have my property manager here today from Housing Choices. She's asked me again if I would join the Housing Choices Co-op Regional Committee. I've been asked to do this so many times. I don't know. I said maybe I will. Look, I'm going to go along. I'm going to go along to see what I can figure out about this retarded bureaucratic cycle of bullshit, for lack of nicer words to call it. It's a bureaucratic cycle of bullshit. It's all it is. Designed to transfer wealth. That's all I can see it to be. Designed to transfer wealth, throw our communities into absolute fucking chaos, and then the CEOs who our Commonwealth Housing Trust has been gifted to can go along with the council's bullshit, which is really the United Nations bullshit, to implement a whole bunch of legislation which they will sell to us as the only way forward to fix the problems that we have in our communities. Well, I say before we go forward, perhaps we should go back. We should go back to when it all belonged to the Commonwealth. Perhaps the most logical thing to do would be for the Commonwealth, we the people, to go back to a start point where things made sense, to a start point where everything still belongs to us and we know it belongs to us, because it does belong to us. The infrastructure, the corporations, the public wealth and general goods of this country belong to the Commonwealth. That is the Commonwealth. That is how the Commonwealth is annotated in the Commonwealth Constitution. The Commonwealth is the public wealth and general goods of this country, of this nation. So that is the wealth generated by the public. And the general goods, well, that is all of our industry, all of our infrastructure, all of our resources and minerals, our mines. It's all actually ours, not the government's, not somebody from South Africa who comes in and pays so many year lease agreement to steal our fucking minerals, to steal our resources, using our infrastructure to do it, and our companies supplying the machinery to do it, pocketing money to the detriment of the Commonwealth. So companies like CAT, William Adams, Dale Elphingston and the likes, they're pocketing money that should be going back into the Commonwealth. They're making money at our expense. We should be getting a percentage of the royalties derived from those resources. And those resources should be being mined by Australian companies and sold to the other countries, or banked. We should be banking our gold, selling our oil, not signing off on a 99-year oil lease agreement to Saudi Arabia like Paul Keating did, throwing the price of our petrol and oils and energy clean through the friggin' roof, because that's why we're in the mess we're in with oil, petrol, fuels and energy. That goes back to Paul Keating's time as Prime Minister. The same thing's going on with the Commonwealth Housing Trust of Australia. Australian builders built these homes at the cost of the Australian taxpayer, which is the Commonwealth. The Commonwealth is the taxpayer. Just for the government to hand it all over. See, the homes are still apparently owned by Homes Tasmania. Apparently. Or Homes Victoria, or Homes New South Wales, Homes Queensland. What was the Commonwealth Housing Trust of Australia was split down into the states, and then the states went and handed administration over to CEOs who have no business having anything to do with these houses, with our homes. They have no business having anything to do with them whatsoever. They had nothing to do with the building of them. They're mismanaging them, running them into the frickin' ground, letting our communities go to shit. So yeah, I'm going to go along, see how long I last, and hit them up with some choice questions and a few home truths that just might upset a few people. And I plan to use all this and reap as much data out of them as I can to go down to Parliament in Hobart and see if I can get this raised up to a federal level as to why on earth is the Commonwealth Housing Trust of Australia being mismanaged by faceless CEOs in Queen Street, Victoria, in Melbourne. Why? Why don't we get a say in our homes, in our communities? Why don't we get a say in what happens with the homes that we paid for with our taxes? And before you jump off your high horse and say, oh, you're living in one. Yeah, I've worked pretty much all my life. Most of my life I've worked up to 2 jobs at once. I might not have much to show for it. That's kind of what happens when someone tries to murder you with a hammer. A drunk listening to the piss fairies. I had a business, I've employed people. I've generated local economy. I've generated income into this local area. So yeah, I think I have a right to have some say. And I've got my finger on the pulse. I actually engage with what's going on around the place. I add value to my community. I help people out around the place where I can, if they deserve it. And I'm about to do a whole bunch more right now. I'm not doing this for me. I could quite easily pull my head in and sit here and find ways to make money while I sit on the couch. Making money's easy. Making money's easy. I'm poor by choice. I don't want money. I don't want anything that anybody can take away from me. To some people, respect and integrity and godly morals are worth a whole lot more. To some people, looking after the demographic of our own community is worth a hell of a lot more than just looking after myself. I don't do this for me, I'm doing it for my kids, I'm doing it for your kids, I'm doing it for everyone around me. Selfless sacrifice. And it's not really selfless. Because when you make a positive difference in someone's life, it makes you feel pretty damn good. And money can't buy that. So, I'm going to go along. Not to get along. To throw a bit of a spanner in the works of the whole wealth transfer machine, to get some people to perk up and realise what's going on. To bring some things to order. to get some conversations on the table. Wish me luck, guys. God bless.